Yeah, it's your boy Gruff here, back with another video. And today, I got a special video, guys, man. Today we're going to be talking about, let's just talk ultras, bro. Let's just see the future of ultras. Where do I think, how they can turn out, can it, end the game, all that stuff, man. So without further ado, let's just talk. I want you guys to watch the whole video, hear everything I have to say, then comment down your own opinion, man. You know I'm gonna respond to it anyways. So yeah. So without further ado, let's dive in it. So, some of the biggest, people that plays this game, right? Content creators, right? Garesh, Nano, Rhyme Style. They made videos on it saying, Ultra's gonna end the game, end Legends, all that stuff. So I watched their vids. And, I kind of just took some time to think about it before I make my own video. I just kind of just want to make a video on it as well because I know you guys like my discussions. So I was just watching their vids, thinking, getting my own thoughts. And let's just talk about it. So, all right. So one thing I liked about these Ultras is I like how they introduced them first as free-to-play. I do like that, compared to the Zenkai thing. They started off Zenkais as monetized, right, where you needed the money for you to Zenkai 7 these units. And a lot of people got pissed, right? So I do like one thing about the devs this time is when they introduced, these ultras. They started off free to play, which is pretty dope. But it's not. This is not the reason why they made these videos. Was about that. It wasn't about the free to play ones, right? It was about the summonable ones. We know because when Tosi said that. Not only and over time they're going to start being summonable ones. He gives us a heads up. These ultra units are not just always going to be forever free to play, right? So that's what everybody's concern is the summonable ones, right? But we can talk about the free ones, and what we can see the summonable ones are going to have, right? So Ultra Goku came out pretty dope, right? Like the animation he has is really clean. Even his card thing is really nice. How it has a little, his hair swirling and everything, the aura and all that stuff. And then it zooms in on his face. Like all this little stuff is pretty dope. Can't even lie. But when you look at them, this is, like I said, this is a free-to-play one. So we don't know how a summonable one is going to be. At 14 stars, they might be a lot stronger. But one thing that we know that Ultras are going to have is this thing called Ultra abilities. You guys see here, a regular sparking or a regular unit like an EX or even a hero one, right? Not excluding, not counting Zenkais. They have a main ability, Z abilities, and they have two unique abilities, right? But with Ultras, they have this new thing added to them called Ultra abilities. So this is what makes this Ultra rarity this is what makes them different compared to Sparkings, Heroes, Extremes, is this Ultra ability. Now you guys can see this Goku has 15 damage per tag Saiyan battle member and then additional 15 per Saiyan. So if you want this Goku to be at his strongest, you want to put him on a pure Saiyan team, right? Now, what's interesting is they can do a lot of things with his Ultra abilities. It doesn't have to all be damage afflicted, There might be one where, say, for example, there's a defensive unit, right? Say a defensive Boo comes out, like an Ultra Boo comes out, right? Say, his first thing might be like, minus 15 to damage, reduced damage per tag region battle mode when battle starts. And then his additional thing might be plus 15 damage per tag region support member, right? Or it might be something like plus 10 health to additional region support members. So, if you pair him up with, all your battle members are region, he might, take less damage. And then if you pair him up, if you have all support on the bot, on support region units, he might get more health. They can do a lot of things with his Ultra ability. It doesn't have to all be about damage afflicted. And that's the scary thing is this Ultra ability they can do so much things. They can do things where reduce card, increase card draw speed, guaranteed card draw speed if you have all three Saiyan supports. So much stuff they can do with this Ultra ability, which is actually kind of scary when you think about it. So it doesn't have, keep in mind, it doesn't have to all be about damage inflicted with this Ultra ability, right? So that's one thing that's different, right? But these free-to-play ones, the animations are different, but a lot of people was starting to get, a little bit kind of pissed off when they saw the Ultra Vegetas animations, how similar it is to the Goku one. Like they have a lot of things in common. When they charge up, they stand up. The clash animation when they do the right fist and the angle, like the camera angles at the same spot, all that stuff. So it's basically a glorified Sparking. Like the only thing that's different about them is their intros, right? Of course, every unit is gonna have a different blue card animation, different green card, different old card. So that's nothing crazy to think about. The only thing that makes them different is their intros, right? And what I'm saying, which is the intros are cool, but if that's the only thing that they have to offer, then a lot of people are not gonna really care about ultras. So I think with the summonable ones, they are going to make them different because they're going to put more time into the summonable ones instead of the free to play ones. Like, you feel me? Like anytime, like if you see any of the free to play units that we have now, like they just reuse the animations from characters that we have in game. Besides, like 21, because 21 doesn't have like the original 21 doesn't have a summonable one. So, but like all the ones, like any free to play Gokus, they have the same animations as the summonable ones. So I feel like once ultra summonables are going to come out, they're going to have different animations from these free to play ones. They're all going to be unique on their own way. Like everything about them is going to be unique. So, but let's talk about the summonable ones. Let's talk about their rates. That's the biggest thing that people are scared of. I know Nano talked about it on his video. And, he was scared about them having a 0.1% pull rate. Something lower than 0.2, something lower that we've never seen before in this game, right? The lowest we ever seen a rarity is, from, like let's just take, for example, of course, the extreme ones are going to have lower rarity, but like, a lot of people are thinking like they're gonna be at a 0.1%, right, or something like that. Not like 0.25 or 0.5, like how these LFs are, right? Because you guys can say LF Sparkings are the most sought after things to get for someone on the banner, right? Let's just go to the latest banner, right? The latest banner showcase, it shows the feature LF is Frieza. He's at a 0.5, and then the other LFs on the banner is at a 0.25. So what I think they're going to do, a lot of people think that they're going to keep the LF rates the same and then have ultra units at a 0.1 or a 0.2 or something, or a 0.15, something ridiculous. But what I think they're going to do is, I made a video about this on why they're releasing so much LFs. I think they're releasing so much, like they're releasing LFs every single month, is because they're trying to dilute the pool of of LFs, Sparking LFs, and they want them to have so much LFs in the game where they're not as rare as they once used to be. Because remember, LFs used to come out like every 3 months, every 4 months, around there, right? We didn't really see that many LFs per year, right? So, but with 2021, we've been seeing LFs every single year. I mean, every single month. So we're minimum going to have is 12, right, for this month, and then plus the other ones that we have in the prior years. So I feel like they're trying to increase the amount of units we have in the LF Sparking. So when they introduce ultras, I feel like the ultras are going to have a 0.25 pull rate. I just don't see anything lower than a 0.25, and then they might increase the LF Sparkings, get them up to like a 0.75, maybe a 0.8. I don't see them being at 1%, maybe 0.75, then have the ultras at a 0.25. That's what I think they're going to do, and that's why they're increasing. So that's why they're releasing the LFs every single month. That's just my take. Now, comment down below what you guys think. You guys think that's what they're doing? Because I just don't see them releasing a 0.1. If they release a 0.1, that would be ridiculous. And you guys will know I will make a video ranting about a 0.1% and how it is really stupid, really dumb, all that stuff. Now, the reason why I'm glad that I made this video at this time compared to Garesh and Rhyme Style and Nano, is because this implementation of this new pity system. How are the ultra units going to be in this new pity system? Now, a lot of you guys are already pissed off. A lot of you guys are free to play. A lot of you guys are light spenders. Now all of you guys are whales, right? So a lot of you guys were pissed off because once, these things don't carry over. These little coins don't carry over. It expires in that banner. So how is ultras are going to play into this pity system now once they get introduced in the summonable thing? Because look, for you to get the guaranteed, say for example, if you want to get yourself the guaranteed LL Sparking for that banner, that feature LL Sparking for that banner, you gotta have 40.5k CC for you to get 50 of these little things right here to exchange for this. You need to spend 40.5k CC, right? If Ultras is a higher rarity than Sparkings, how much CC are you going to need to spend for you to get a guaranteed LF Ultra unit? Like, you get what I'm saying? It has to be more than 40.5k because there's no way they're going to have a rarity that's higher than Sparkings, lower than than 50 of these little metal things. It gotta be more. It might be 25. They might put, I mean, not 25. They might be 75. And if it's 100, that means it's gonna be 81k CC. Even if it's at 75, it's gonna be what? It's gonna be 64k CC. For you to get a guaranteed ultra, like that's a lot of chrono crystal, bro. Like we can only hold 20k CC, and then the amount of CC we get once we hit that 20k cap reduces because you can't exchange CC. Say for example you have 21k CC and you do the raid event, you can't exchange for your 1000 CC if you have 20k CC or higher, and you can't even spend CC. You can't even buy chrono crystals. The only thing that you can buy over 20k CC is mission plans and crystal bots. You can't buy the sales at 20k once you break the 20k cap. That's the only way for you to increase the amount of CC you get is only buying the mission plans and the crystal bots. That's the only thing you can buy when you're at 20k CC or higher, because I did it, right? So that's another thing I'm scared about. I'm actually scared about this because how much CC is it going to take for you to get yourself a guaranteed ultra unit from that banner? And think about it. How much CC we get per month? We're getting like 13k CC a month. So say for example it is 60. You have to save for 5 months. For a free to play. Let's talk about for a free to play standpoint. A free to play player is going to have to save CC for 5 to 6 months straight without spending on nothing. No new banners in 5 to 6 months. No new Zenkais for 5 to 6 months straight for them to get a guaranteed ultra unit. Bro, you might as well not play the game, bro. If you're saving for half a year, I'm not summoning on any other characters, you might as well quit the game. So that's why I'm scared about this is this pity system, because their rates are gonna be low. The minimum I think is gonna be at a 0.25, but even 0.25 is already hard to pull, right? Like people are chasing after these new LFs, and they're at a 0.5. Just imagine you're at a 0.25, right? It's gonna be hard to pull. So I'm curious to see how much CC, are they gonna be implemented in this pity system? And if they are, how much CC is it gonna cost? Because it gotta be more than 40.5k CC. And if it is anything higher than that, people are gonna complain. I'm gonna complain as well, bro, because those are gonna be the most sought after units, because no one's not gonna care about LF Spark, because everybody's gonna want the newest Ultra. So I'm honestly scared. I'm scared about this, the pity system, and how much it's going to cost for a guarantee. Even if, or even if they're going to be on there, are they going to be on there? Are they even going to be on this pity system thing where you got to just pray to Toshi that you just pull them, right? So I'm actually, that's the biggest thing I'm scared about is how they're going to implement them on the pity system, because it got to be more than 40.5k CC, bro. Man, and then also. One last thing I want to talk about is how strong are they going to be at 2 stars? I think understanding how strong are they at 2 stars, comparing facing up against these Zenkai units that we have, 14-star Zenkai 7 units. How strong is a 2-star Ultra unit going to be able to compete with them? How strong are they against those? Are they going to be being able to compete with them like how this new purple Gohan is? Are they going to be like that? Where they can pick, because I have a 2-star purple Gohan, and I'm playing. I'm a high ranked player. I would say I'm like a top 2K player, right? When I take it serious for when I play PvP, and I was playing around with a 2-star LF Purple Gohan. He was competing with those Zenkais, those tanky teams, stacked teams. So how's a 2-star Ultra unit going to be a summonable one, not the free to play one? How is a 2-star summonable Ultra unit going to compete against these Zenkai 7 stacked out teams, right? Like, are they going to do a lot of damage? Because if they do a lot at 2 stars, where how VB was when he first came out, how a 2-star VB was ridiculous in terms of power. Like, if they're anything close to that, man, it's gonna be the lifespan of this game is going to diminish by a lot, man, because a lot of people are tired of just tired of these low rates and these power creeps. It hurts, bro. Like, and then the pity system. If they're like 60k CC for a guaranteed one, a free-to-play player has to save half, for half a year just to get themselves a guaranteed Sparking, which is kind of funny, but sad at the same time to think about. Like, they got a lot to think. They got a lot of stuff that they got to think about, man, before they introduce their first summonable one. I think the first summonable one is going to come at December, because usually December is when they usually make the biggest game changes. Like December, remember, that's when they introduced the 14-star system. They introduced everything. They introduced this new banner format thing that we have now in December. They always do a lot of updates in December. So I feel like that's when the first Sunbow Ultra is going to be coming, is around that time. Hopefully they do it right, man. But with the record, with the history of Legends, man, every time they bring something new, it always starts off bad. It always digs itself in a deep hole that they have to slowly climb out of every single time they introduce something new, man. So they never introduce something. Not once they introduced something new and people liked it the first go round. It had to take the multiple tries of implementations, new updates, and trying to fix that what they brought into the game for people to like it. So I think with me, I think they might start off with these Ultra units terrible. They're gonna introduce them terrible. People are gonna be pissed, and they gotta dig this stuff out of the hole once again. Like what people says about Legends is they take 2 steps forward and then like 3 million steps backwards, bro. So man, I'm actually scared. I am scared. This thing it's a big thing for this game, man. You're introducing a whole new rarity that we're already used to Sparkers for 3 years straight. 3 years straight we've been used to Sparkers. So introducing this new rarity, how strong they're gonna be, how, the rates, how they're gonna be implementing the pity system, all plays a factor into it. So hopefully they really take their time and really, really, really think this through. And yeah, you guys let me know what you guys think. What do you guys think? Because I'm nervous. I am nervous, for sure. So, and I think a lot of people will quit if they implement this wrong, and they have a higher chance of implementing this badly than good. So, yeah, comment down below what your take on it. I would love to, to hear you guys' thoughts, about them, their rates, the pity system, how strong they're going to be, the ultra ability, all that stuff. Comment down below what you guys think. I'm gonna read it all, comment back as well. And yeah, man, that's it for this video. Like, comment, subscribe. It's been my girl, man, and I'm out. Peace.